Hi, Julie Rader here with the weekly astrological update from May 9th through the 15th. So, this is a pretty big week. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. I'm going to touch on the major aspects of this week, and I definitely recommend you checking out the eclipse video that I have because we have a total lunar eclipse happening on the 15th, and a lot of that energy is going to be felt all week long as we're building up to it. So, we also have this week. So let's start with Tuesday. Monday, there isn't much happening. We have Moon in Virgo. Moon is void, of course, the majority of the day for us. For those of us Pacific Coast time, for 10 hours actually, until about 4 p.m. When the moon is void, of course, it's important to not initiate things. You might need to redo them. We also have Mercury retrograde as well. So Monday, if at all possible, Monday on the moon's day, especially because it's the moon's day and the moon is void, of course, just kind of maybe go back, do some planning for the week, do things like that, but maybe not pushing things forward on Monday so much. Then on Tuesday, that is when Mercury actually stations retrograde. So, and on that same day, Tuesday's a huge day this week. Tuesday, May 10th, Tuesday's one of the biggest days for sure. When Mercury stations retrograde, it's the biggest day when it stations retrograde and when it stations direct, because it's like it's all of a sudden it's been moving at a very slow pace, but then all of a sudden it just puts on the brakes and then goes backwards. If you can use that analogy, it's not exactly what happens in the sky, but kind of like that jolting moment. So Tuesday is a big day with that. And on the same day, we have Jupiter changing signs into Aries, where it will be for several months, and then it will retrograde back into Pisces for a couple of months, and then it will go forward back in Aries again. So with Jupiter in Aries has a much different feel than Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Aries is a lot more about let's get things done. Let's be a leader. Let's move things forward. So we're going to start feeling that energy ramping up for sure. And it's interesting that Jupiter changes signs into Aries, which is wanting to go forward. And at the same time, Mercury starts going backwards. It's in Gemini. So there is definitely a shift of energy. We will be feeling it on Tuesday for sure. So Monday, Tuesday, I would not pack your schedules too much. Just kind of let the day unfold as it will. Wednesday on the 11th, we have the Virgo moon making tons and tons of aspects, no other big planetary aspects. The moon is always making aspects because it changes signs every 2.5 days. So the moon will be opposing the Neptune planets, Mars, Neptune. So we're going to feel a little bit of tug of war with that, but it's also going to be trining, beautiful harmonious aspect to the sun in Taurus, the North Node in Taurus, the Pluto in Capricorn. So it's actually on Wednesday, the moon itself will be making a beautiful grand Earth trine. So Wednesday's more of a day to do some earthy things, not as much of a day to do the dreamy Piscean things, but definitely, get some of the practical things done on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, again, just a lot of moon aspects. So we will still have, the moon will then be in Libra, and right off the bat, as soon as it goes into Libra, it will then oppose Jupiter and in Aries, and that's going to be happening at 0 degrees. So we might be feeling that a bit. Then it's going to trine that Mercury retrograde, oppose Venus. So remember, this is going to be the first week of Mercury retrograde. So again, just kind of, and with Jupiter changing signs, just think moving like the tortoise as much as possible. Friday, we have a huge aspect, Sun conjunct the North Node. This is about us asking ourselves, what is our true destiny? Are we in alignment with our true destiny? What can we do to shine out our purpose into the world? So we remember we're building up with that Sun conjunct the North Node. That energy is going to be going into the eclipse, which we are building up to. Saturday, the moon will be in Scorpio, getting ready for its lunar eclipse. And we have Mars sextile the North Node. So North Node, it conjuncts the sun, then it sextiles Mars. We really, this theme of what is it that is our true destiny? What is our path? This will be a theme, especially toward the end of the week, but we're going to be feeling it all week long. And then on Saturday, we have the eclipse. The eclipse will be happening at 25 degrees, 9:14 p.m. Pacific time on May 15th. So this eclipse is square Saturn. And that is really asking us to take action in a very disciplined way, to get clear on what it is that we want, and to know that whatever steps we take now, they are going to be lasting for the long haul. On the same day, we have Venus conjunct Chiron in Aries. So this is all about wounding, about taking a look at our past wounds and forgiving those who have hurt us. Including forgiving ourselves. We also have the eclipse itself. I have a whole video on the eclipse, but it is making both a trine and a sextile to Neptune. So Scorpio moon is making a beautiful harmonious trine, and the sun in Taurus is making a beautiful harmonious aspect as well, called a sextile to Neptune. So Neptune's playing a big part in it, in this eclipse energy. So we're asking ourselves, where can we heal? Where can we tap into that inner guidance? Where can we tap into our subconscious mind and allow it to guide us? Our intuition is going to be very strong at this eclipse. So do some inner work, do a spiritual practice, do something that is going to put you in touch with yourself, and then trust that guidance no matter what it tells you. So last year on my solar return in 2021, I always meditate during my solar return. And I received the guidance to follow my intuitive guidance, no matter how crazy it seemed. And I've been doing that, and it's been amazing. And that's the energy of this eclipse too. So I highly encourage you to do the same thing. Trust that intuitive whisper, not the fear. And the more and more you trust and follow, you listen, trust, and follow the guidance, the more and more accurate it will become. And the more and more it will speak to you and guide you in everything you do. That's very much the energy of this eclipse. Enjoy it. Thanks for listening and have a great week. I'll see you in the next video.